Show. It's the Lady V Show. It's the Lady V Show. What? It's the Lady V Show. It's the Lady V Show. It's the Lady V Show. What?
She's intelligent, she's inspiring, she's superior, she's motivational, she's exciting, she's understanding, and she caring. She talks about it all, she stands for our community, she represents the youth. She is that would-be Lady V. She's coming to the scene, not trying to be mean, but her show is real and there is no in between.
What? Lady V Show.
I've always stood for what I've known and believed in. I put God first, and I expect for others to understand what I'm saying when I say, if you put him first, he will show you the way. It's possible to let go of your faith. It's possible not to believe anymore. But what is possible is to continue to believe and have faith and hold on to everlasting love, which you will see by having faith and believing. I am Lady V. Hello, as you all know, I'm Lady V. Thanks for tuning in. Hey, you already know how I'm coming. No other way but correct, okay? So, I just wanted to say hi. You already know who I am and why I do what I do and why I won't give up and why I will keep going. So, today's topic is going to be about our youth, our children, and us as parents, what we are trying to do for our children and why we are doing the things that we are doing for our kids, because they need us. And if we don't give them the time and the attention that they need, they're going to grow up and resent us as the mother and the father. You see what I'm saying? If we don't take the time to acknowledge them and to let them know that we are here physically for them, it's going to be an issue, and we don't want our children to grow up and feel like they're being neglected or they're going, like unnoticed or something. And that's not even the case. The case is that we, the parents, be so busy, crowded with work. Some of us are still in school. Some of us still have young ones. Some of us just have goals that we're trying to accomplish as well. But some way, somehow in there, we still have to fit our family in there. And we have to uplift our family. And that's what it's about. Our kids are growing up and they are confused. Half of them don't know a lot of the things that they need to know to survive in life. And that's just coming with growing up too fast, too soon, too early. And it's like we, the people, have to do better for our children. Our kids is our future. And if we don't take heed into our children and what they're doing out there and what they're getting themselves involved in, we got a big problem on our hands. A lot of us, we're going to be upset at life, at the people in life, when it's up to us to try to make things better. Meaning, if you know your kid is out there past 11, 12 o'clock, hey, pick up that phone and call them. You need to get your butt home. You already know what time it is. I don't play like that. I'm not going to play like that. Or if your kid is in school cutting up, you pull up at that school, 2.5 seconds and jap out. I don't care. It's got to happen. These kids got to know that we, the parents, mean business. Nowadays, it's 16-year-olds, 15-year-olds ripping and running the streets like they have no home training. They disrespecting adults. They disrespecting these teachers. It's just crazy. And if we don't come together as a community, as the people, to bring our children together, to get them to understand that we are serious and we cannot allow y'all to be doing the things that y'all doing because it reflects us as the parent. And it makes us look bad. It makes us look like we are not doing our jobs at home. But some of these parents out here, that's all we do is acknowledge our kids. That's all we do is spend time with our children. And those be the ones that steer off to do something that they ain't got no business doing. But that's because it takes a village to raise these children. And if it's only one adult out here that's trying to be different and make the city great again, that leaves the other 85 to 95%, 97%, whatever, left to what? Do what? Nothing. Do nothing. We have to get these kids to listen. It's possible because, I mean, come on now. None of this stuff started happening until what? We stop believing in whoopings, or we stop giving a care about how we discipline our children, or how about we started worrying about the system being able to take our children if we put our hands on them. Now the system like, beat your kids, beat them. But no, remember back in the day when we was getting whooped and whipped with extension cords and twigs off the tree? That was working. That was the true definition of a mother that cared. So if you a parent out here and you quit disciplining your kids and quit whooping them and stuff, you need to go back to that, because they're gonna grow up and I'm telling you, they ain't gonna listen. They're gonna be like, screw her, screw what she talking about, she ain't on nothing, whatever. No, we got to mean business. We got to discipline these kids. We got to sit down and talk to these kids. We got to be there for these children. Show up to their events, their functions, their everything. We got to. If not, it's just another generation that's just going to grow up without parents. Excuse me. And at this point, that's what it's looking like. It's looking like we, the parents, don't care anymore. These kids are able to do whatever they want. Rip and run these streets, come home late, because most parents that's around my age had children at a young age. So we are just now starting to really be able to live life. No excuse, but it's the truth. We are just now starting to be able to live our life because we were young parents, and around that time our parents weren't there, so we had to take care of our children. We didn't have no baby father support, none of that. Some did, some didn't, but in the end, a mother like me, I'm taking care of my shorties on my own, which, hey, that's fine. That's perfectly fine. Because you want to know why? Because I have the Lord on my side, and I stand on my kids. I discipline my children. I'm going to whoop my children. I don't care. And if another parent's child come over and they feel like their child is going to disrespect me, I'm calling your parent, and they're going to tap that button. Period. We're going to stick together as parents. That's what it's about. It's not about, oh yeah, my child was at her house and woo and da-da-da. No, any parent that know me know that we stick together. And that's what it's about, sticking together as parents. Coming together to raise these children, because in a minute, we're going to lose sight of what we are even here for still. And I'm not trying to do that, because I'm going to be one of those ones that's holding on to the past when it comes down to disciplining these children, period. You know, and it's no other way around it. I don't care if you feel like, oh, well, it's not going to get, it will, it works, it works. Disciplining your children and explaining to them why you discipline them is always a big factor. It works, trust me, it works. Eventually, it'll register to them. It's just you got to keep doing it and keep going and keep doing it and keep going. You can't stop, because once you stop, then they feel like, oh, it's a weakness in the, no, I'm not weak, far from it. I will whoop your butt and not think twice about it, and then go to the school and let them know I whooped your butt. Why? Because we don't have time to be dealing with no disrespectful children. We are adults, and we need to stand up to these kids. And if not, they're going to run right over us, and I'm not going to be one of them. So trust and believe it. If you one of the parents and you don't believe in allowing other people to talk to your kids, You better keep them away from me, because I speak and spit nothing but knowledge to these kids. I let them know daily. Y'all need to be strapping up out here. Y'all need to be using protection, because at this point in time, these little boys don't know if they little things is on fire or not. All they know is they just got them some little good cootie, and these girls like, ooh, he liked me whole time. Yeah, he like you, all right. Like you enough to give you something to give to the next boy that you screw, or the next girl he screwed. They don't know, because they don't know about the diseases and the things that's out here. And if we don't get it together now, this generation is going to be messed up. Ooh, messed up. So it takes a strong parent, father or mother, whatever it is, whether you a single parent, single father, single mother, it don't matter. Spitting knowledge to these children is what matters. Getting up, disciplining these kids, letting them know that you mean business, and I'm not going to just let you run these streets. It's serious. And you have to take it serious, because if not, these kids won't. And it starts with us, the parents. We are their future too, believe it or not. You know, some of us don't realize that, yes, our children are our future, but I mean, come on, let's make it make sense. We have to come together with these kids and parents and start getting these events going. You know, summertime is right around the corner, and before you know it, these kids will be out here in these streets shooting each other, killing each other, because, oh, he did this, and he did this to my cousin, he did that to my cousin Paul, my cousin Pete, and woo woo woo. You know, no. Let's nip this in the bud now while we can. Let's start coming together. More adults start hanging together and coming together doing functions, and we start bringing our kids to these functions versus going out every weekend and club, because I'm one of them. I ain't gonna sit here in front. But if it was more things for these kids to do, I probably would be able to do something at 8, 9. So by the time 12 come, I ain't exhausted or I mean, I'm not bored out my mind to where now I'm just going to a club to party. No, everything is shut down on the south side by 9 o'clock. And if it ain't, it's locked. So you can't even take your kids to have fun no more. That's why I said we got to get out here and petition. We got to get out here and put our voices to the streets. I mean, how long will this last to where we putting ourselves in a depression? Right here in Fort Wayne. We already know what's going on in the world. But you got to make memories, man. You got to build memories with these children for them to understand, like, dang, Ma had it rough. Ma did what she could to provide. I'm telling you, we got to step up and start coming together as adults. And then these kids will start coming together. And these kids will start understanding where we're trying to go with this. That's what it's about. That's the message. We, the parents, need to stick together and help one another. All that hating on each other and destroying each other's character and saying this and saying that. Oh, he doing this and he doing that and woo woo woo. So what? But in the end, while you so worried about the next and who they got and who they sleeping with, your child out here sleeping with Tom, Dick, and Harry too. Now you got to figure out a way how to make shit happen. Excuse my French, but yes, how you got to make stuff happen. How you going to get these kids to listen? You know, that is the biggest picture that we are missing, is our children, our people coming together and sticking together and fighting for the impact of change and the difference in structure and the concept of holding on and just steering clear from drama. That's all we see now is drama. Oh yeah, I'm about to go over here and oh yeah, woo woo, or cause yeah, she woo woo woo. No, we got to get it together, people. Cause they watch us do us, and then the kids go and do them. Next thing you know, yeah, I beat woo woo woo. I'm sliding down to your crib. Who crib? You ain't sliding down over here. You ain't sliding down over here, you ain't. No, you ain't. No, you ain't. You better call your mama. Because if not, I'll call her. I'll get in contact with her. I'll go knock on doors to get these kids to understand that this house won't be disrespected. These kids in this house ain't about to carry themselves like hood rats. Ripping these streets, acting ghetto, carrying themselves like, not here. So I feel the same way with the next person's child that I might know. We got to get it together. We have to get it together now. Not tomorrow, not next week, now. And if you ain't willing to do it, you might as well go on and delete me, because that's what I'm on, is to fix our future and to bring the community together. Do you hear that? Bringing the community together. That is what it's about. So, again, that is my message. I am Lady V. Continue to tune in, share my videos, take the time to, support, subscribe to my channel, my YouTube channel, like Lady V. Just all that, lovely moments on Instagram, Twitter, Lady V, Facebook, Lady V, Lavitra, let's get it, it only gets better from here. And if we don't start, we ain't never gonna start. It's gonna be an ugly finish. Again, it takes a village to raise these kids. And we, the people, gotta get it together now. Because if not, we the people that's thinking we're going to raise the village, it ain't going to happen, because we ain't going to be able to be here to see it being raised. It's going to be destroyed by these kids that's in our future that don't care. We have to make them care. I'm Lady V. I approve this message. Peace. You already know how I'm coming. What? It's the Lady V Show. Bye.